February 4th, finally the onset of spring has come. The year of red horse begins from the spring, and I believe a great heavenly fortune has come to us during this period. Our Heavenly Asia Pacific Contract Director have received Cheonshim staff and Cheonshim drum. Haven't you guys feel that he deserved this staff and drum? 40 nations in Asia, I believe amazing work of heaven will appear in the Heavenly Asia Pacific regions. Today, True Family 4% Foundation, Kim In-sak Central Director of Central Administrative Office, Song Yong-chun Family Federation, Korea President, centering on them, and also 160 public leaders has come to this training center as they are receiving education in regards to efficacy of Chosun Han people of Korea, and I am very grateful that we are able to fill this Cheonshim Won main hall. More than 80,000 locations are connected, and more than 43,000 brothers and sisters are offering prayer and devotion. From Heavenly Korea, Cheonwon Special District, 197 have come to this main hall. Cheonsik Church 54, Iksan Church 43, Cheonan Church 43, Changwon Church 40. In this order, brothers and sisters around Korea are attending. From Heavenly Japan, Nagano Church 129, Sendai Church 126, Masayama Church 103, Fukuoka Church 71, and Kochi Takamasu Usunomiya Toyama, Kawasaki Tsuchiura Okayama, Takasaki Koriyama, Hiroshima. In this order, our brothers and sisters are attending. And from Heavenly Asia Pacific, Heavenly Central and South America branch, Yongsong Workshop trainees are attending, and West Africa branch, Yongsong Workshop trainee 35 are connected to the training center. And throughout the world, I would like to offer my gratitude and appreciation to all those who are offering prayer and devotion. From Philippine Cavite, it is their 700th vigil. They are gathering their devotion. From Kochang Church, it is their 500th vigil. They are gathering their prayer and devotion. Miryang Church, it is their 500th. They are gathering their prayer and devotion. At this time, in front of the detention center, we are offering prayer and devotion. Our Song In-young, a message from Song In-young. True Mother is walking the 49th day, and in front of detention center, Seoul, Kuri, Kwanag, Ilsan, Hanam, Namyangju, Pyeongtaek, Bupyeong, Kumchon, Ansan, Tongilmudo, about 70 have gathered. True Mother's confinement is going beyond unjust, but we truly resolve that we will move forward to practice True Mother's words and realize True Mother's word. During this difficult time, centering on Cheonshim Won, here at 1492nd Cheonshim Won, we will become one stronger. And if we offer devotion in such way, I'm certain we will be victorious. Today, we will not retreat. We will offer greater devotion. With one heart, we will gather greater devotion. I truly hope and wish for True Mother's well-being and safety, and I truly hope for quick release of True Mother. 아주.
정말로 하루하루 견디기 힘든 고난의 길을 걸어가시는데
Truly, True Mother is walking difficult path every day, and all of us should become one in heart
정성을 드려야 되겠습니다.
so that work of miracle can happen. That's how we must offer devotion. And those who are offering devotion diligently are the trainees. Right now, long-term workshop trainee, we have 651. Amongst them, Korean workshop trainees, 140. Japanese workshop trainee, 111. International workshop trainee, 67. And GPP workshop trainee who love Gapyeong, 9 have gathered here at the training center. And Yongsong Academy, 104 are here at the training center. 23 are at the branch guiding the Yongsong workshop and working diligently. So total of 127 Yongsong Academy are here, both on and offline. And 19th Yongsong Workshop Training 54, 6 attendance workshop, 10 of them. And International Yongsong Workshop Training, today they have sang the praise. 88 have gathered. And their special trainees, 통일무도 trainees, 68 of them are here. And all of them are not our members. Some of them are our members, some of them are not our members. Some came from Islamic countries. So not everyone were attending vigil. But 통일무도 workshop is creating new environment for themselves as well. Yong Jong-sik board director put a lot of effort. Song Yong-chun, president of Family Federation Korea, put a lot of effort. There are many people who wanted to come throughout the world, but not everyone were able to receive visa. So total of 68 were able to come. If everyone were able to come with the right visa, I believe hundreds of people would be here to attend 통일무도. Anyhow, they have set a standard where 통일무도 members must come here to receive black belt or to undergo training in the Cheonshim. So I hope that all of them will be connected to heaven's will during this period, to be connected to Heavenly Parent True Parents. So please, my brothers and sisters, offer prayers and devotion for them. Today, Yamada Yutaka, content director, for such a short time, he shares such a grace-filled report. Truly, all the Asia Pacific, in order to connect all the Asia Pacific leaders to connect deeply with Heavenly Parent and True Parents, especially Holy Mother and True Mother, he has planned everything, all this devotion period. But not everyone was able to follow. There are people who attend 40 days, there are people who attend 21 days, there are people who attended a week, there are people who only attended 1 day. He opened up like that, and as he attended 40-day workshop, truly everyone were able to receive abundant grace. And in front of everyone, when you look at some sister who shared testimony, many leaders who shared testimony, is that we didn't know how much abundant the grace is. Next time I should come here to attend 40-day workshop. And we were able to experience why Heavenly Parent is here and why this is called Mother's Womb. Many of them share testimony like them. The first thing that leaders must have is alignment with True Parent's heart. One must perfectly align with Heavenly Parent and True Parents, especially Holy Mother and True Mother's heart. When True Mother is at the detention center, one must align and resonate with Mother's heart. But if people resonate with what media says and spreads the news and become negative, that's not the way to be. You must resonate with true father's heart, true mother's heart. You must be cautious with every word you speak. You must be cautious the way you act so that you can set a standard where you can become completely one with true parents. All the leaders must become the mediators to who can connect Heavenly Parent, true parents' heart with members so that everyone can miss this HJ Cheonshim complex. Whether members are in Africa, in Europe, no matter where they are, our leaders' responsibility is to make our members miss this place, miss this Cheonshim complex where Heavenly Parent, true parents reside. This is the mission of our official public leaders. And what's most important current era is how members can be connected to Cheonshim Won devotion. This is the greatest mission that our leaders must have. Our Iba Seigo, our brother, shared his report on Youngsong workshop, graceful Youngsong workshop, and he said that the truest pastoral work is to teach about Cheonshim Won, teach about grace of Cheonshim Won, teach about blessing of Cheonshim Won. I'm certain all of you heard our brother's testimony. So one must offer devotion centering on Cheonshim Won, and by doing so, one can grace one's spirituality, one's Youngsong, one's spirit and truth. And by doing so, one can liberate central evil spirit one by one. And all of this guidance and education must be done by our public leaders. And for such providence, True Mother have emphasized again and again about Cheonshim Won devotion. Move forward with centering on spirit and truth. Move forward with Cheonshim Won devotion. You must drive Cheonshim Won devotion strongly. And in order to do that, I have created two organizations. Cheonshim Won devotion is important. It becomes a deep root. It must become deep root of faith. One who offer devotion at Cheonshim Won devotion, and those who attend Youngsong workshop training centering on Cheonshim Won devotion. The more people are gathering, and I believe the more people are deep rooting their faith. No matter what kind of trials one face, we should not be wayward. We should not be shaken. If we move forward with such unwavering faith, well, after overcoming all the difficult times that we are facing, I'm certain we will grow up explosively. We will develop explosively. As True Mother stays in the detention center, and as we offer devotion at Cheonshim Won here at the main headquarters, what would happen if only 15 people were offering? And what would happen if we did not offer this devotion? The fact that we have filled this Cheonshim Won Palace main home with our brother sister, we should be grateful how we are offering prayer and devotion. I am so grateful that many brothers and sisters have come to offer prayer and devotion tonight. What would happen if we didn't have much of 40-day workshop training? But even now, the long-term workshop training, we have 651 of them gathered here to attend this workshop and offering prayer and devotion. This is truly, truly a blessing that we have. You know, if 2 or 3 people offer prayer and devotion, it is stronger than one person. And that would be stronger when 10, 15 people offer prayer and devotion. So, and as we connect on and offline, every place, every people who are attending vigil, whether on and offline, must resonate in one heart. You should not become bystanders. Like, oh, they are offering praise. They are praying. You should resonate with what's going on in this what's happening in Korea, and do exactly the same at each church, and only then you'll receive the same grace. The Asia Pacific region, they will set off tomorrow, and after that, I'm certain
더 치솟으리라고
the fire of Cheonshim Won will be
저는
ignited
믿습니다. 아주
after tomorrow.
본원과 함께 하려고 보니까
As
밤 12시에 시작하는 데도 있고
as our brothers and sisters in Asia Pacific try to attend vigil connected to Korea, there are people who are attending at 12:30. There are people who are attending at 1:30, and I'm certain there are places who begin their vigil at 7:30 as well.
그 더운 나라 보면은 저녁 8시쯤 되면
When I look at those warm hot temperature nations, there are nations who attend around 7-8 p.m.
길거리 나와가지고 노는 거 봤어요.
And when I went to Philippines, Philippines was a place in Asia Pacific. There are members who are having parties and festivals. But if one can play vigil on the streets to gather everyone to have like a festival-like place, then that place will create the record.
아시아 저 서쪽으로 아시아 대륙이라고 저는
So western part of the Asia Pacific is very loud and very vibrant. So I believe that if we can bring that wave and connect them to Cheonshim Won, I'm certain new record will be made. So I hope that new record will be made. At Antipolo, they brought 1,600 people, and they made a great record. But afterwards, no, I don't think they're gathering more than 140. So at Antipolo, 14,000 people. I hope that one day 14,000 people will gather and offer their praise, prayer, centering Holy Mother and True Mother. What would the world think? Entire world will be ignited through that devotion. All the places around the world should have conviction where you will ignite the brothers and sisters who are offering prayer and devotion on the other side of the world, sent through your church, through your place. Tomorrow, Asia Pacific leaders will set a new start. Why don't we give a big round of applause of encouragement and congratulations to all our brothers and sisters in Asia Pacific.
가셔서 부모님 말씀 땅에 떨어지지 않고 이루어 드리는 아시아 대륙 될 줄로 믿습니다.
And I'm certain the Asia Pacific region will become
운동 말씀이
a region where they will never fall true parents' words to the ground.
하늘의 말씀
You must offer prayer and devotion diligently.
땅에 떨어지지 않고
For Heavenly Parent, true parents' words not to fall to the ground. For Heavenly Parent, true parents' words to make fruition.
이루어 드려야 됩니다.
All the brothers and sisters must gather together to fulfill heaven's will, heaven's words. That is your responsibility as people living today. The devotion, Chinese get the devotion of Jeongsong. It can be deciphered as fulfilling the words. It is pointless if you do not fulfill words, no matter what you do. Heavenly Parents' words at the beginning, the three great blessings have not yet fulfilled, and that three great blessing is the purpose of creation, and no one knows other than Family Federation members. So there are many more people who are living not aligned with purpose of creation. So we must fulfill Old Testament age, the words of Old Testament age, words of New Testament age, words of completed Testament age, words of Cheonryuk era. True parents have accomplished all those words, already proclaimed all those words. We should be the ones who fulfill them. Kingdom of heaven on earth can be fulfilled. When you face the world, a lot of people are suffering. The conflict between nations, conflict between people, conflict between religion, they are colliding one after the other to only cause problem after problem. And Heavenly Parent and true parents are the only ones who can solve these problems. And we who attend Heavenly Parent, true parent as our parent are the only ones who can solve this problem. And if we offer prayer and devotion, if we cry out to heaven, entire spirit world will be mobilized to create this kingdom of heaven on earth to be realized. Then what is the most urgent problem? What is the most urgent problem now? After True Father ascended spirit world, soon after, on September 30th, 2012, True Mother said the following: the most urgent problem for us now is how the Unification Church can return to the heart of early days. Truth, the Word, and the Spirit must become one to become a church that is alive and active. The words must be with spirit and truth. If words do not carry spirit and truth, then it is pointless. When words is filled with spirit and truth, one can feel live words. And people can only feel, experience spirit world, the spirit and truth through the words when one's words is filled with spirit and truth. If spirit and truth did not existed in this Cheonshim Won, no one will be here. Our brothers sisters won't be here. Our young brothers sisters won't be here. And many would leave as soon as the workshop ends instead of staying behind. If we didn't have spirit and truth within Cheonshim Won. But there are many brothers and sisters who have stayed back and offered their volunteer service. And our brother Ijuel, who have given report today, was one of them. After Youngsong worship, he didn't go back home. He said, I will volunteer service. Just give me a space to work as a volunteer service. He didn't go back. He just stayed at the office volunteering. And when the time comes, and when he has time, he would just play guitar on the stairs. And as he moved on like this, a person would come, another person would come, and more would start to join the way he did it. And because more people stayed behind at the trade center to do the volunteer service, we couldn't just let them just do the volunteer service. We resolved to create spiritual Youngsong Academy, so that they can actually do academy. And we receive spiritual messages. And True Father said that the dean of the Youngsong Academy is True Father. That's why he told me, Hyojin will said that they will directly educate our Youngsong Academy, Youngsong workshop trainees. And as they move forward with this, the atmosphere and the environment is becoming better and better. In the past, we would scold people, we would push people physically. We would do that in order to make people listen, and we're not doing that to them at all, but they are doing on their own. They are acting on their own. They are practicing on their own. They are practicing because they feel heaven's love, because they resonate with brothers and sisters' love around them. So that is why words must become one with truth and spirit, and centering on that, each church must become alive, where a church that is living and breathing with vitality. And there were churches who go beyond 500, 600. Even there were churches I forgot to mention when they reached 600, and they sent me a message how they felt sorrow. But each church should be able to record what kind of work, what kind of miraculous work of heaven has appeared when they reach 200, 300, 500, 600. And each church, many churches who reach beyond those numbers should be able to contact me and tell me that, please, President Gi-sung, give me an opportunity for our members to give a testimony. If we can have more and more churches rising up to share such testimony. We will be showing what is mean by living church. What does it mean by breathing church? And only then we can tell True Mother how it's been. What should I say when True Mother asks, what have you been doing? What is the result? Did True Father work? Was True Father mobilized? Even now, True Mother is asking, you must offer devotion at Cheonshim Won so that True Father can be mobilized, so that entire spirit work can be mobilized. These are the words of True Mother. Without offering utmost sincerity, you cannot move heaven. Even one who offered devotion should be able to say, oh, this is almost sincerity that I can offer. And you must set a standard where your ancestors, the spiritual beings, can come to you and see your devotion and say, and offer bow to you, saying that this is the most sincere devotion that I've ever seen. We have received a lot of testimonies where heaven's authority have come down. Their testimony is about authority coming down to one's family to restore. And now it's time for us to offer devotion to the heaven's authority, heaven's power, heaven's will can be fulfilled amongst Han people, amongst Han people of Han.
선민이여 흥하라. 그럴 수 있는 역사가
We
일어나도록
must bring heaven to work so that this Han people of Korea can be mobilized, can be
말씀에 어떻게 하면
moved.
매일매일 원리 말씀을 그치지 않고 새로운 사람에게
And the word we read the following words. It is a matter of how to continuously spread the word of the principle to new people every day and guide them to 7-day, 21-day, and 40-day workshop to the position of the blessing. We must produce many unification church members and make it a church that is living and breathing with vitality.
합니다. 아주
아주
7일 수련, 20일 수련
7-day, 21-day, or 40-day workshop, we must bring members to this workshop so that they can become our members. We must produce many members. That is why the fact that we have reached more than 2,000 people attending Youngson workshop, that is miracle. During the period of Youngson workshop, we are able to teach deep root of faith. And our brother Kim Myung-dae,
11조 신앙을 가르치는 데는 얼마나 목소리 높여가지고 강조하시는지 모릅니다.
he emphasized very strongly about tithing.
막내딸도 이번에 두 번째 영성 수련을 받고
And my last
얼마나 많은
born
은혜를
daughter
받았는지
have come to
모릅니다.
her second Youngson workshop. She has received abundant grace. I asked her, you had already attended once and you are attending again? And she said, I have to attend one more time in order to purify my body, purify my heart.
달라졌는지 몰라요.
And after the workshop, she truly have changed. She should have become someone anew. She has become amazing.
어머님 하신 말씀 지금 이루어지고 있는 것입니다.
One by one, we are fulfilling True Mother's words.
아버님이 하신
As
말씀
before, we are fulfilling True Father's word. Let us read True Father's words.
발전할 수 있다고 하신 오늘의 말씀.
When Unification Church can overcome the trials that we're facing, we can live forward greatly. If we can overcome this trial, this tribulation, our church will explosively develop, explosively
될 것입니다.
move forward. We will see how much we can live forward once we overcome this. Our sister Yu Ah-jung today,
의사가 됐다고
she proudly proclaimed that she has become the dentist.
정말 훌륭한
She is truly an amazing
그야말로 신앙
tradie.
공부 1등
She is truly first place in studying, first place in faith, first place in volunteer service. In university,
시대 학생 회장도 여기
she has become student council as the dentist major.
계속해서
And even when she came to this workshop, in order to take care of her younger brothers and sisters from Australia, she dedicated herself. She truly has become first place in studies, first place in volunteer service, and I hope that she can become first place in witnessing so that Australia will become heavily Australia. And I believe this is very precious sisters that we have. As she felt the love of Heavenly Parent and true parent,
감사한 마음으로
she
살겠다고
promised and she proclaimed that she will live only with gratitude.
박수 한번 올려드립니다.
Why don't we give a big round of applause to our sister?
오늘 이주영
Today,
훈련부장
our brother Lee Ju-young
정말로 귀한 일을
truly
했습니다.
shared.
우리 영성 40일 수련은 어머님께 귀한 선물을 안겨드리는 겁니다.
Amazing report.
내가
You know, Youngson workshop
작은
is a
바늘
gift that we can offer to True Mother. What is the needle? Are the needles whom I need to find?
마음을 아는 사람이다.
Those are the children who understand True Mother's heart. True Mothers
하셨나?
who can resonate with True Mother's heart.
5차 수련생들을 접견하시는 자리에서
In front of 5th Youngson workshop training, these are the words True Mother gave.
이 세대를 많이 차지해야 한다고 하셨습니다. 영성 40일 수련은 어머님께 귀한 선물
And Youngson workshop
안겨드리는 것이다.
is a precious gift that we can offer to True Mother.
어머님의 심정을 아는 작은 바늘 하나를 찾아 세우는 것이 영성 수련의 목적이다. 그렇게
The purpose of Youngson workshop is to find needle for True Mother. That is why True Father made Youngson workshop.
이걸 퍼나르는 이세들도 있잖아요.
There are many second generations who try to accuse true mother, right? That's not what true father wants. He wants children who can understand true mother's heart.
부모님에게도 얼마나 귀한 선물인지 모릅니다.
And also, Youngsong Workshop can become a great present, great gift for the physical parents too. As parents, physical parents see their children
저 속세기던 아들이 효자가
be transforming through Youngsong Workshop,
그렇게 말은 듣던 딸이
they are very moved.
효자가 되다니 눈물을
That my naive child has become filial son, filial daughter, and I am very grateful. They shedding tears upon looking at their children.
효자를 만들겠습니까?
How can we make filial sons and daughters?
효자 효녀들은
No matter how much you talk to your children, they cannot become filial sons and daughters. The more they speak, the more parents, the more distant they might become.
고난을
Then
바라보면서
that's how life could have been. But as children go attend Youngsong Workshop, they start to resonate with their own parents, and they start shedding tears, and they start to cry as they shout out to their parents, shout out to heavenly parents, shout out to true parents. And because such amazing, such important will of heaven, the mission of heaven existed, that's why my parents has been working like that. That's why my parents have been living in such a manner. And one even testify and cry for their parents, their mothers especially, thinking that how can my mother, that's why my mother has been enduring so long, living with my father who has been alcoholic all his life. Such grace-filled workshop that transforms children is Youngsong Workshop.
그래서 오늘
So
정말 경험도 많지
truly, although our sister,
젊은 사람이지만 정말 은혜로운 보고를
although our brother doesn't have a lot of experience, but our brother has gave amazing report today. Actually, our brother Lee was a mechanical engineer, and he's a very smart guy. But after attending Youngsong Workshop,
생명을 바쳐
he resolved that I will sacrifice my life and live my life for true mother. And he did not waver his heart, and he is moving forward.
또 이번에 선민이여 흥하라 이 노래를
And this Rise Chosen People, they have created this song with Modu. 207 attendants at Youngsong Workshop have composed the song, wrote the lyric, and made a musical-like song.
선민이여 흥하라 노래가
The song Rise Chosen People, I believe this is a song of prophecy, prophet, song that will be fulfilled in near future. If it's not fulfilled, despair will fill our future, and one will give up. But if you truly believe that everything will be accomplished, then you will move forward. So that is why heaven gives revelation to those who are in despair. Or Jacob, who had to go out to the wilderness and use rock as a pillow, he received promise from heaven, and he trusted such promise, and he moved on for 21 years, and we all know the story. Eventually, his brother Esau was able to forgive Jacob and embrace each other as brothers. Time to time, I receive there are people who mock me for giving spiritual messages. There are people who complain about my spiritual messages. But if you should not deny the Holy Spirit. If you cannot believe, with life or death determination, you must go to Cheonshim Won, offer prayer and devotion, receive your own answer. And once you realize And if you offer prayer and devotion with the mindset that all the problems that I'm facing have occurred because heaven wants to teach something, then you will be taught.
요즘도 스스로 목숨을 끊는 이 세대.
There's still many second generations and our children of blessed families who commit suicide. Isn't that so
2세들이 3세들이
sad?
스스로
Without us realizing there are second, third generations, our future generations who are stepping one by one in order to finish to end their lives. Even in one of the reports the Reverend Yutaka gave, there are children who even thought about committing suicide, those who came to Cheongpyeong because of their hard life. If all of them know about Cheonshim Won devotion, they can be awakened. If they know the truth, they cannot help, but they'll be moved. We must bring Heavenly Parent, living Heavenly Parent, down to the physical world to work. In this 13th year training where we are to Heavenly Parent substantially, we only have few days left. And during this period, we must repent, saying, I'm sorry, Heavenly Parent, I'm sorry, true parents, but I will move forward in order to create a world where Heavenly Parent can reside substantially. We must resolve and move forward. During this golden period, golden age, during this amazing period of providential period, during the time when True Mother is in detention center. If True Mother asks you, what have you been doing? You should be able to give report. And our youngster worship trainees have set that standard all day long. They have continued their prayer and devotion. Even if their entire energy have left their body, they have still moved on to give devotion. They have set that standard. And for the first time in their life, they have overcame such hardship, such what true devotion is, what true prayer is. And they have realized that only this way we can move heaven. We must understand how precious that realization is, how precious that our children have learned what true devotion is. And when they go out to the church, they should ignite the church. They should ignite members' heart with that devotion. And what would happen if all those children go back to church and they cannot even pray properly? Our children are going out to the world, going back to their church, and their mission is to ignite such fire. And we should make our members to take pity on us, those who graduate Youngson Workshop, so that they can do more, so they can resonate with our heart more. So all of us must have a heart of children who can become absolutely one with Holy Mother and True Mother. And with that standard, we must offer prayer and devotion so the heaven's words can be realized on this physical world. And for that period, we must repent, saying, I'm sorry, Heavenly Parent, I'm sorry, true parents, but I will move forward in order to create a world where Heavenly Parent can reside substantially. We must resolve and move forward. During this golden period, golden age, during this amazing period of providential period, during the time when True Mother is in detention center. If True Mother asks you, what have you been doing? You should be able to give report. And our youngster worship trainees have set that standard all day long. They have continued their prayer and devotion. Even if their entire energy have left their body, they have still moved on to give devotion. They have set that standard. And for the first time in their life, they have overcame such hardship, such what true devotion is, what true prayer is. And they have realized that only this way we can move heaven. We must understand how precious that realization is, how precious that our children have learned what true devotion is. And when they go out to the church, they should ignite the church. They should ignite members' heart with that devotion. And what would happen if all those children go back to church and they cannot even pray properly? our children
내
are
나이가
going out to the
80이지만
world,
너희들처럼 기도하며
going
살리라.
back to their church, and their mission is to
눈물로
ignite
회개하면서 이제
such
어린
fire.
나이의 음성에
And we
귀를
should
기울일
make
수
our
있는
members
것입니다.
to take pity on us, those who graduate young son workshop, so that they can do more, so they can resonate with our heart more.
모시는 자리를 효동원이라고 말씀하시고 준비하고 있는 것입니다. 우리 모두가 어린아이와 같은
So
심정,
all of us
완전히
must
모든
have
것을
a heart of children who can become absolutely one with Holy Mother and True Mother. And with that standard, we must offer prayer and devotion so the heaven's words can be realized on this physical world. And for that, what we must do is to pray.
교회는 기도하더라.
Church must pray. We must show the world that our church, we are praying. Our brother from KCLC have shared his message. It's not the time for us to express our anger. It's time for us to forgive. It's time for us to love. It's time for us to become absolutely one. That is the path we must take. And that is the path where we can set greatest accomplishment for our true parents. The reason why true parents were able to make such great accomplishment was because of forgiveness, because of love, and resembling our true parents. We must move forward with forgiveness, with love. Although our true mother is in detention center, she's not blaming anyone. She is forgiving. She is loving. She is praying. She's telling us to pray. And she told us not to pray for her, but pray for our family, pray for our church, pray for Heavenly Parents' will. And that is because Mother worries about our future, about the indemnity that we have to pay in the future if we don't. So, we must raise our voices and offer our prayer. And let us all raise our voice to pray so that we can bring heavenly fortune come down in this spring.